everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nature City Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Perdelli, and I'm also the CEO and co-founder, of Nature City, having started the company over 20 years ago with my wife, Beth, and since then, it's been our pleasure to have served over 500,000 Americans by offering them the best supplements we can make. Today, we're going to talk about the best form of CoQ10 to take if you're over age 30. Coenzyme Q10, which is abbreviated CoQ10, is found in literally every cell in your body, which is a good indicator that it's pretty important to your health and well-being. CoQ10 has two main functions. First is required to produce cellular energy. So the energy powerhouses of cells are called mitochondria, and they need CoQ10 to produce energy. Does this mean when you take CoQ10, you'll feel an energy rush like with caffeine or sugar? No, it's not a stimulant you'll feel right away, but cellular energy is what your heart, muscles, and other organs use for energy to function properly. You can think of CoQ10 as part of the gas that powers your car and makes it go. CoQ10 is particularly important for fueling your heart's pumping of blood. The second main function of CoQ10 in the body is it's an important part of your antioxidant system, which, as you may know, helps protect you from the damages of oxidative stress and just helps you really age more in a better and more healthy way. CoQ10 is actually one of the few antioxidants that works in the lipid or fat parts of cell membranes, right? So which makes it particularly important. The other main one is vitamin E. Unlike vitamin E, your body can make CoQ10, but this production peaks in your 20s, and as we age, the body's ability to produce CoQ10 declines. Another issue is we get very little CoQ10 from foods. So if you're not getting if your body can't make CoQ10, and we're getting very little from food, your only other real alternative is to take a high-quality supplement. Now, over 90% of the CoQ10 your body uses is in the active form of CoQ10, which is called ubiquinol. I think it's derived from ubiquitous, since CoQ10 is in every cell. This is called ubiquinol. And we recommend, when you're looking for a CoQ10 supplement, you choose something made with ubiquinol. But that's not what's in most CoQ10 supplements you see for sale. Most of them contain the oxidized form of CoQ10, which is called ubiquinone. Your bodies can't use ubiquinone directly, but it can convert ubiquinone to ubiquinol, which is, again, the active form of CoQ10 your body puts to work. Now, this conversion is a multi-step process, and guess what happens after age 30? Yes, like so many other things, your body doesn't make this conversion as well as you age. So a lot of ubiquinone in the supplement bottle doesn't end up helping you. This is another reason why we recommend after age 30, you choose a ubiquinol supplement, because your body isn't as efficient as making the conversion from the ubiquinone form of CoQ10, which is the oxidized form, to the active ubiquinol form. So you may be thinking, well, why do supplement makers even include ubiquinone in their products and not the active ubiquinol? The answer is because outside of the body, ubiquinol oxidizes very easily and ends up as ubiquinone. And 30 years ago, when CoQ10 first came on the market, the only option for CoQ10 supplements was ubiquinone. We didn't have the technology to offer ubiquinol in a supplement. It just wasn't available yet. Now, this was better than nothing, but still far from optimal, and led to some people taking larger and larger doses of ubiquinone to try to compensate for the lower conversion. Now, things changed about 15 years ago when the original maker of CoQ10, a company called Konica Corporation of Japan, overcame the ubiquinol challenge. Their ubiquinol is called Konica QH, and is made using an all-natural yeast formation process that gives you a form of ubiquinol that's identical to what your body makes. Now, as you would expect, the ubiquinol form of CoQ10 is much more effective than the old ubiquinone at raising blood levels of ubiquinol in the body because it is ubiquinol, right? It's what your body needs. And, again, remember, over 90% of what your body uses is this form of CoQ10 called ubiquinol. So, again, if you're over age 30, we recommend a ubiquinol supplement because it does a much better job at the end goal, which is raising ubiquinol levels in your bloodstream. So that's what we use in our True CoQ10 products at Nature City, but we take it one step further. As I mentioned, the challenge with ubiquinol is it can oxidize very easily and go and revert back to ubiquinone, which is what we don't want. One of our soft gel manufacturers, a company called Softgel Technologies, tested some ubiquinol products and found that within 1 year of manufacturing, in many products, the ubiquinol inside the bottle was oxidizing to the ubiquinone form of CoQ10. Again, not what we want, especially if you paid for the active ubiquinol. Softgel Technologies addressed this issue by developing a stabilization technology, which uses other antioxidants like alpha-lipoic acid, some fatty acids, that really keeps the ubiquinol as ubiquinol right through the expiration date on the bottle. So with CoQ10, you can be confident that whether you take that soft gel on the first day after manufacturing or 2 years later, you're still getting ubiquinol, the ubiquinol which you desire. On top of this, they published a study to show that this technology also helps you increase your levels of ubiquinol in the blood, which is, again, the end goal. They compared 100 milligrams of ubiquinol with the stabilization technology to 100 milligrams of the old ubiquinone. And what they found was the ubiquinol formulation that we use in True CoQ10 was 4.3 times better at increasing ubiquinol levels. So it has the potency you want as well as the stability you must demand. So again, with True CoQ10, you have a reliable CoQ10 supplement that you can use anytime right through the expiration date. And remember, CoQ10 production in our bodies peaks at age 20, and after age 30, we start to lose the ability to convert ubiquinone to ubiquinol efficiently. So we strongly recommend using a good ubiquinol supplement like True CoQ10 that is also stabilized so the ubiquinol remains ubiquinone in the bottle and is in the ubiquinol form when you take the supplement. So another question we get is, well, how much True CoQ10 should I take? And to answer this question, we actually reached out to the Kana Corporation of Japan, who again are pretty much the worldwide experts in this particular category. And Dr. Robert Barry, who's the head of scientific affairs at Kana, basically recommends you take 200 milligrams of ubiquinol each day for the first 2 weeks. And thereafter, about 100 milligrams should be a good maintenance dose to maintain your levels of ubiquinol in your blood. Now, this is general advice, of course. This can vary based on age and your personal health situation, but that's a good starting guideline. And of course, we also always recommend you talk to your physician about your own personal situation. Now, we offer True CoQ10 in 100 milligram soft gels. If you want a smaller size, we also have 50 milligrams. And both of these you can find on naturecity.com. So that's it for this week's episode. Please subscribe to our YouTube episode to see future episodes. And we're also available on your favorite streaming services such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and others. This is Carl Pardelli, and I will see you next week.